Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Earlier this week, I said that I wanted to go live, and currently I am on Instagram and Facebook, so I'm going to be looking back and forth. But pretty much one day, I was going on a walk. I try to walk every day, I try to go out in nature and reconnect and just, ground myself, and it's just healing. Plus, with the pandemic, everything, it's kind of hard to get outside. So, um, I try to go walk, and I got this download saying that I needed to do kind of like a workshop on my social media, um, to I guess to inspire and empower people on their path of becoming. So I was like, I bet I'm gonna just do it. So I came up with this idea to empower people to start leading themselves. Um, yes. So I know for me personally, excuse me, for me personally, one of the hardest things that has been for me is really consistently putting in effort to literally be myself and lead myself. And it's been conflicting because I know at the end of the day, everybody is supposed to live a life of total freedom. That's what I feel. That's what I believe in my heart. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just do what I'm told to do. And for the next 4 weeks, I am going to every Thursday. I want to just come live and do this. I don't even know. I'm still trying to figure it out. So another thing, I was trying my hardest to come up with the content. It took like for the past couple of days. I was like, okay, so how am I gonna, normally I have notes, not technically a script, but I have notes, and I'm like, man, I really want, this to flow well. But I had such a hard time, like literally, I had such a hard time, like coming up with what exactly to say. So I was like, you know what? I got the download. I want it to be real and authentic, and so I'm just gonna kind of let it flow, and because I know what I want to get the message across, so hopefully y'all can follow that. Um, but really, my ultimate goal is to empower people, inspire people. Say that I inspire them to go out and live a big life, do what you want to do, because you are worthy, you are capable, and you are deserving to do so. Um, so again, this is called Lead with Xaye. So why did I come up with that title? Again, going back to, I heard that the statistics, 95% of people die without ever living their dreams or like living a fulfilled life. Like, y'all, that is crazy. 95% of people don't even, live out their life. They don't even try. And it's like, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, why? Like, especially being an American, it's like we have so much opportunity. I mean, yeah, there's this and that, but at the end of the day, I feel like we all, especially in America. I mean, because I've been fortunate enough to go to different countries and to see, how different countries are. It's like, bro, like, there's no way that immigrants should be coming to America, freaking becoming millionaires, and there's so many people who are unhappy and are afraid to live their dreams. And I know, like I said, for me personally, on my journey to becoming a woman, and on my journey to with entrepreneurship, I realized the only thing that's really has been holding me back is myself. Like, self-sabotage is the beast. And I'm just like, dang, like, so many people are not living their dreams because they are afraid of things that aren't even real. Because if you're allowing like fears and stuff to hold you back, that thing, fear is just a worry that something's going to happen. Like, we have natural instincts of that warn us, and that's ultimately what fear is. But when you fear something before you try something, before you do something, it's simply because you're worried about something going bad before you even give it a chance. And then it leads to self-sabotage and so on and so forth. And the only thing to really fix that is to do personal development and really just get out your own way. So I hope to bring value to y'all and really hope to share with y'all how I'm overcoming self-sabotage, how I'm learning to lead myself to create a life of total freedom. So with that being said, and as y'all hop on, tell me hello. Again, I'm going to do this for 4 weeks straight, and depending on my engagement, it's going to let me know if I should continue to do it or if I should do one platform over the other, or maybe, it's going to also like help me fine tune and tweak. And another reason why I was like, you know what, I want to just do this real and authentically, because a lot of people, and including myself, we feel like we gotta do it right, or we gotta do it perfect. And with this platform, Learning to Lead Yourself, I hope to show y'all, like, behind the scenes, like, it's no right or wrong. It's as long as you do and you're being your authentic, real self, and you're using your strengths, and your intentions are good. I feel like we're all on the right track, right? That's kind of like where we're going. And eventually, I am gonna like pray about it and let it come to me. But I really do want to do like a right introduction. But I'm telling you, like, for the past couple of days, I've been sitting here. Even earlier today, I was like sitting in front of my iPad, and I'm like, what's my introduction? Like, how should I do this? But I was like, you know what? Let me just talk and be real and authentic, and it'll come. And whoever vibe with it, they gonna vibe with it. Whoever don't, hey, I still love you. So before we get started, I do want to like just take a moment, because when you are working on yourself, like, that is one of the most sacred things you can do, is to develop yourself and work on yourself. So I do want to take a moment of silence just for the people who are watching the replay. Most people go back and watch the replay. You can really do this in real time. And again, depending on the traction, this is like I want it to be like a workshop where people take a moment and start to create and develop themselves. And today's episode is called Create Yourself. But before we do that moment of silence, let's talk about So leading yourself. Leading yourself with Xaye. So again, we're gonna be talking about different things like leadership, just like learning and being open to like life in the world, and learning the things that we don't know yet. Striving to live a life of excellence, and being enthusiastic. It's so crazy. I've always heard people say, oh, you're so positive, you're so nice. But I never really identified with that. I know it just sounds weird, but I was doing this course last year, and one of my coworkers, he was like, you have like a very enthusiastic personality, and it just kind of like woke me up, and I'm like, what? Like, and I never really identified myself with being enthusiastic. So we're gonna talk about just being a pleasant person, ambition and authenticity, discipline and determination. So like those type of topics, that's the kind of things that I want to talk about. Okay, so for today, we're going to start with, who are you? That's the question that we're going to work on for today. Hopefully this live is, I feel like I've been talking for 10 minutes already, but hopefully this live isn't more than 20 minutes, because y'all know I get excited and passionate. But I feel like, to start this off, we need a foundation. And what's the foundation? The foundation is starting with you, starting with us, our individual selves. And it's crazy, but most of us don't know ourselves, and most of us don't trust ourselves. And it's just so crazy, because it's like everything that has happened, anything that's bad, that people are like, well, but this happened to me or that happened to me. Okay, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who went through the same exact thing that you did, and they turned it into their purpose or their power. So I feel like starting, and also allowing fears to control your life. It's because you don't know who you are. It just plain and simple. If you allow, fear and fear and the unknown to control you from doing what you're supposed to do, even though you're supposed to be doing something, it's because you don't know who you are or you don't trust yourself. So today our focus is going to be on who are you? That's the question we're going to ask ourselves, and we're actually going to do an exercise to help you start like really working towards being and becoming who you want to be. So who are you? To know yourself and to create yourself. That's what we're going to work on today. But again, if you are doing this in real time with me, hello, tell me hello. But I do want to take like just a moment of silence just to calm down, because some people may be just jumping right into it. But I feel like, again, this is how I began to create my self image, right? And doing it in real time. So normally, just to give you a little background, normally what I would do, I would just say, okay, boom, I'm just gonna take, it depends on the day, but I'll take 20 minutes to an hour and just write, or just like really like figure out like, okay, if I need a little bit of confidence, or if I I'm gonna show y'all, but there were times in my life where I was like, I don't know who I am. So I literally sat down and I just took in complete silence. Like sometimes I may have like, meditation, high frequency music in the background, but for the most part, in complete silence, where I know I'm not gonna get interrupted, have my phone on airplane mode, and just write in like, who do I want to become? Like, right? And we'll get more in that in a minute. So if you're doing this in real time, I highly suggest you go ahead, get you some paper, get you a pen. But we are gonna just stop and be present, being now, because nothing else really matters except for now. No matter where you at, like now is all we have. And so let's just take a moment and be grateful. And let's just take a moment. Let's just pause. Man, that just feels so good. One of the things that I've been learning to be, that actually gave me like a little warm, made me a little bit emotional. One of the things that I've been really, really like for the past 2 years specifically, my goals have been to, connect more with, and I'm getting really emotional, to connect with the source. And, just in that moment when I literally just stopped and realized like what I'm doing is good and what I'm doing is right, I'm just like, dang, like, y'all, man, like, I'm just so grateful for everything I have in my life. And I'm just blessed to be in the position that I'm in. And so I just think it's important that we definitely, take a moment for ourselves and really just love on ourselves. When you stop all the noise, when you stop, the mind rumbling, and you just be mindful and present where you are, you can just feel and it's just so beautiful. I don't know if y'all felt that. If you felt what I felt just now, like, it was so beautiful. I do want to, and every time I hit this live button, I'm like, please, higher power, let me say the right thing. Let me empower or inspire somebody. Let me say what people need to hear. So I'm just going to take a moment, and I hope you take this moment and you can connect with your source as well. But higher power, thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak and use my strengths to empower people to become their best selves. our intention for taking this moment is to really work on ourselves and develop ourselves to become who you want us to be, and to become the highest expression of ourselves, so that way not only we can be stronger beings and, you know, to connect with you, but we can also connect with each other, love on each other, and just make this world a better place. Thank you so much for this moment, and I just ask in the next few minutes while I'm doing this workshop that you please bless me and grace me with the words and all the information that I need to, for whoever needs to hear this message, whoever is going through it right now and they just need, you know, a starting point or a foundation to really just be themselves and to love themselves and pick themselves back up and just do their life and do their journey, and, you know, in love and in power and for real. No more floating through life, no more, you know, being numb, and no more, you know, allowing what doesn't serve us to control us. No more negativity, just good vibes, just love, and just, you know, messages and guidance from you. And with all love, Xaye, and let's proceed. Woo! All right, y'all, I am a very, you know, I think this is important because for a long time, so I've always been, my mama said I've always been a crybaby. and I used to almost resist it, but I think being able to express myself is freeing for me. You know what I mean? I know for most of my life, I've tried to, you know, now I am, just because I feel like just because you have traits that most people don't understand, or most people feel like is good or bad, that's not even a thing. Emotion is just a thing. And I remember what I was gonna say was, it was a time where I was just like, oh my gosh, like I can't show my emotions. But F that, like I'm an emotional being, and I feel like if in this moment I'm overjoyed with love and gratitude, and my expression is being teary-eyed, so be it. Like that's my way to express myself. And I feel like so many people don't express themselves, and that's why they so messed up. Like, quite frankly, you know, being told, hey, you can't express this emotion, like what? That doesn't even make sense. We're all actually undefined, you know what I mean? But in this human experience, it's good to kind of have a foundation to experience it. I know that's kind of confusing, but y'all gotta understand, like I do so much personal development, so like understanding this on a metaphysical level, and then, you know, understanding it, you know, on a spiritual level, and on a neuroscience, from like a neuroscientist, I listen to all kind of stuff. So I'm like trying to break it down, in like just a basic form, because my job is not to like talk about it from a metaphysical standpoint. There are people who do. Mine is to connect with people who just need that, okay, where do I start? Like I want to live my life, I want to do more, I want to, you know, A, B, and C, D, whatever. And so I feel my job, and that's why I said with Xaye, and that's why I feel like, you know, I should be doing this. Number one, it's natural to me. It comes natural to me. And I'm not saying like I pick myself. So many people tell me that, and for so long I'm like, nah, people don't care, people don't want to hear me. But then when I get private messages from y'all, I'm like, you know what, I need to be doing this, and it's healing and it's therapy for me. And you know, for people to say, hey Xaye, thank you for doing this live, or hey Xaye, you know, that really helped me. If we're mutually benefiting from me just doing it, being my authentic self and sharing my experience, I'm like, man, this is something I need to be doing. So that's why I feel like I'm qualified, because again, I know that I have a voice, and I know my strength is leading and my strength is being myself, and my strength is like speaking truth and being open. So without further ado, let's get this started. There's so many ways that you can do this. I've been working on myself more so, like very, very intently the past 6 months, but I was introduced to personal development 2015. Like, I kind of got a little bit of personal development, you know, when I was in the military, and I was like, okay, and I liked it. Like, they had so many free classes on, you know, what's his name? I don't even remember his name, but they had like a lot of free classes, and I was like, I kind of like the way, you know, I like learning about that, like learning about your personality test and just so many classes. So so I've been working on myself since about 2015, like intentional, like, oh, okay, this is a thing. But for the past 6 months, I'm like, hey, every day. But of course, every day is not the same. So my first question, and this is going to be my book, and I'm going to do this in real time with y'all, just so y'all can see the process, because I know for me, one of the hardest things was like, am I doing this right? Like, how do I know? And even with me doing this live, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Should I have prepared more? You know, and I did try, but should I have tried, you know, a little bit harder, push my, you know what I mean? There's no wrong or right way. It's just about doing it. And I know, like, when I like first started journaling, I was like, am I doing this right? Or when I was like, you know, trying to figure out who I was like, you know, what's happening? Like, am I doing this right? So I'm very pleased with the way I'm opening this up. So my first question is, who are you? Who are you? And it's so funny because I feel like what's the monkey on the Lion King? He was like, who are you? But anyways, so that's my question. Who are you? Can you completely say who you are? And one of my like battles is when people say, oh, I am something outside of themselves, right? I feel like, you know, being a mother and being, you know, what you do is important. But like when someone asks you who you are, I don't really think it's like, you are not your job. You know what I mean? You're not your job. It's more than that. Like, so a lot of, and because people are saying, oh, you know, and I'm just using this as an example. If you ask somebody, oh, who are you? You know, and you say, oh, I'm my name. You know, I'm Xaye. That was given to me. Is that really who I am? Do I really want to carry that on? Or, you know, if I was a teacher, hey, what do you do? And it's like, yeah, this is what I do for money, but what do you do for the world, right? So my first thing in creating yourself, I feel like you can do that for yourself. I feel like a lot of us have been living with things that were put on us, like things that are not real and true to us. Like, so if somebody, like, friend, I just using not to bash my mom, but my mama said, you know, you've been a crybaby your whole life. So if somebody says that to me and I carry that, and let's say if I really believe that, or if I felt like that was a bad thing, right? And I go through my life being a crybaby, then that's how I'm going to act, right? So I feel like that's not fair. That's not fair to any of us. And I'm not saying like, oh, this person is bad for saying that. No, what I'm saying is, in order to know yourself, you have to create yourself. In order to know yourself, you have to create yourself. So I'm going to ask, like, have you ever taken the moment to just think about, like, this is who I am, or this is who I want to be? And I have to tell you that who you were, it doesn't matter. The past does not matter. There's nowhere you can physically go except for in your mind and your body, and that's some other stuff. But you cannot go to the past. So no matter who you were yesterday, no matter who, you know, even if you thought it was good or bad, like, leave that alone. Like, in this moment, who do you want to be? In this future, who do you want to be? What do you want to do with your life? Okay? And so I'm going to just show y'all some examples of what I've done in the past, and then we're going to get this thing going. Devin, if you're on, can you let me know what time it is? Can you let me know what time it is? Okay. So this was something I did 4 years ago, 2017. Oh my gosh, four years ago. So one day, and I kind of remember this day, but because I was like, hey, I'm just writing. And so I was like, man, like, I felt lost. I was like, I don't know. I didn't even put no date on this, but it had to be January. Yeah, it had to be January 2017. But I was like, man, like, who am I? Who am I? And so I just like was like, you know what? I'm just gonna write it, so I just made a list. I just made a list of everything that I wanted to be, and I didn't care about my past. I didn't care about making a mistake earlier that day. I didn't care about, what somebody said about me when I was in second grade. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about like my current situation because I was kind of in an unhealthy situation. I just was like, who am I and who do I want to be? And I don't know if I should read this to y'all, but I literally just wrote like some things and it didn't even make sense. Like, for instance, I was like, I'll tell y'all, I was like, I am a philosopher. I am a dancer. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I am a leader. I am a wife. I am a mother. I am a mentor. I am an actress. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am loved. I am free. I am a multi-millionaire, honey. I am a genius. I am fulfilled. I am loved. I am a TV host. See, apparently I've always wanted to do this. I am healthy. I am intelligent. I am a queen. So this is an example. You can literally just take a blank piece of paper, make sure it's blank, and just write some words that you want to be. And can't nobody tell you that you can't do that. Only you can, and only if you believe that. So you can do it this way in a list format. Or another way to do it is with some what do you call these things? Index cards. Okay. Ooh, okay. Index cards. And I did these ones, but you can do like a regular one and just write down what you want to be, and you can carry that with you so you can remind yourself. But the reason why I did this is because I really wanted to embody these words because I felt lost and I wanted to create a foundation for myself. So I wanted to embody these words. So what I did was, even though I knew what most of these words meant, I love words. So what I did was I would say, hey, I wanted to be at peace. And so I would go to dictionary.com or use the app. I actually have the app on my phone. And I would look up the word to see what it meant. Even though like these are simple words, but I was like, what does being a genius mean? What does love mean? I looked it up and then I was like, okay, this means this. How does it resonate with me? And so after I looked up the word and I got the true definition of it, can y'all see? After I got the definition of it, I took a little card. I said, peace. That's what I want. I want to be peace. I am peace. I want peace all around me, right? And then I wrote what that meant for me. I wrote what it meant for me. So with peace, I said, my life is so peaceful. My spirit and soul is free. I have a calm, relaxed, easy life. I only give and receive positive vibes, great energy. I only focus on what's relevant to growth. So that was one of my words. And I think, like I said, I think I did this back in 2017. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm just telling y'all all my business because I was not even planning on reading these. But I said I wanted to be a genius. I looked up at the time what a genius was. And this is what I said a genius means to me. I said, I learn every day. I am a genius. I was a little ambitious back then. I said, I am an expert on all and every subject. I don't even know if that's possible, but girl, go ahead. And I said, I speak intelligently. Okay, I don't know. Y'all let me know if she did this. It's been 4 years. Love. I'm just showing y'all some examples. Love. I said, I am the definition of love. I only give and receive love. I am loved. The love in my presence is unconditional and pure. So that's what I did. That's just some examples, y'all. I put loyal, what loyal meant to me. Respect. You know what I'm saying? Family. You know what I'm saying? Happy. I dropped that one. Wealthy. friends, healthy. And this is just examples. You can use whatever words you want. My body, I have body goals, y'all. Let's see. Might have my life changed since then. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, freedom. This has always been, I think this is like one of my favorite words. Beautiful. You know, what's crazy is I love being natural. For a long time, when I transitioned, 2014, I transitioned from like wearing weaves and like I felt, because there was one point where I felt like I had to wear mascara, and it got to a point to where I felt like I was just like, well, I ain't gonna say that, but it got to a point where I was like, it was just overwhelming to me. I'm like, bro, like I want to just wake up and I want to be beautiful, and I want to feel beautiful. I want to be natural. I wanted to be able to wear my natural hair out and feel good about myself. So this was actually a journey to being beautiful. Genuine, sincere. And you know what's crazy? I was going back and forth between both of these words, but I want to read these definitions. Again, I looked up these definitions. I was like, everyone around me and myself, I meant to say, are sincere. I am respectfully candid and honest. I have integrity. Everything I do and what others do for me is sincere. So whenever, like, my whole point in confident, y'all, I've been, working on that for some time. But my point of like sharing that with y'all is to say, when you say these words, you have to embody it, and you have to like I'm laughing because it's a word that I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. But you have to embody it, and you have to make it real and true to you in order for you to be able to create that for yourself. Nobody is going to come up to you and be like, if you deal with your self-image and you want to be more confident, there's not one person who's going to knock on your door and come sprinkle some confidence on you. It's something you have to create from within yourself, and you have to do for yourself. You got it? You got it. So that's my example, right? So what we're going to do, because I got a little excited and this was a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be. But what we're going to do is we're going to just take a moment, and I'm going to do this with y'all in real time. So if you are watching the replay, you can do this in real time. We're going to take like 5 minutes. 5 minutes to just write. Matter of fact, we're not even going to worry about the time. What we're going to do is we're going to write 10 things right now. And I'm a fast writer because I write every day. No, but we're going to write 10 things of who we want to be or how we want to be in this life, y'all. None of us know, there's some people who didn't wake up today. Did you know that? Did you think about that? So it's like there's somebody who didn't wake up today, or they didn't even make it till this moment. They probably not even gonna go to sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have this time to be our best selves and to work on our best selves. So it's like, let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do it. So let's just write 10 things that you want to be a part of your life, and and become. And I'm gonna give y'all an assignment. I'm gonna give us an assignment for us to give us like practical steps on how we can make that. So like, for instance, if you want to be confident by next week, you're gonna be confident. Okay, so I'm gonna use my journal. Y'all want me to read that, but I'm gonna use my journal, and let's just write down 10 things that you want to become, or you feel like you already are, but you have been hiding or dimming your light. Don't worry about why. Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about, let's say if you wanted to be beautiful and somebody told you was ugly. Write beautiful down if that's what you want to be. Forget them. Don't worry about them. This is you and your journey. Again, only you can create yourself. So let's do this thing. People calling me. Okay. So we're gonna write. So write the question at the top. Who are you? That's the assignment. So who are you? I should have got a blank piece of paper, but whatever. Who are you? and then create yourself. So what I did, cause I don't want to show, cause this is like my personal journal. I don't know if we there yet, y'all. But I'm gonna just do this. Look, I'm being a hypocrite. I told y'all to get a fresh piece of paper and I didn't. Ain't that something? But anyway, so y'all don't. My boyfriend, he hate my handwriting. But right, ask yourself, who are you, and then put, what did I say? Create yourself. Don't judge my handwriting. Who are you? And then create yourself, period. Because it's like you're asking the question to get your brain to start thinking like, who am I? Who am I? And the cool thing is, if you ask your brain stuff, I know it's crazy, but if you ask your brain stuff, it's going to do whatever it takes to find that answer for you. So ask the question, who are you? And literally, like, Xaye, who are you? And then create yourself so that way you can give your brain like something to do. Like, hey, this is what you need to do. I hope that makes sense. So now that we asked the question, who are you, and create yourself. So now I'm going to write my 10 things. I hope y'all doing it. If you're doing this in real time right now during the live, what you laughing at? If you're doing this in real time, drop a 1 in the comment. Drop a 1 in the comment. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Dang, I ain't got no participants. See? Well, why? I'm gonna give y'all a chance. Let me go ahead and write this real quick. Oh, please don't fall. Y'all, my setup is so crazy. I'm gonna have to give me like another who are you? So who am I? Who do I want to be? Like, even if I'm not in right now, who do I want to be like tomorrow and for the rest of my life? Let's see. Create yourself. Let me see. And then when you do it, right, I am this. I am that. Not this and that, but I am, you know what I mean? I feel so weird because y'all just staring in my face. And I can't see y'all for real. Okay, hold on, wait. I am. I feel so weird. But hey, we're here now. Too late to be doing all that feeling weird stuff. We're here now. I'm like cheating because I'm literally blank. Oh, wait, what did I say? Okay. I don't know why. Like, normally I'd be like, boom, 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 boom. What are some things? I see y'all watching me. Y'all so weirdos. Y'all not even interacting with me. No, but seriously, what are some things that you want to become? What are some things that you want to become? Let me know. Like, for instance, I'm getting better, but it's a journey. It's a journey. I wrote, I am self-disciplined. I am happy, which I'm normally a pretty happy person. But I feel like, maybe I should have wrote, I am content, because I'm naturally a happy person. But I feel like working on being content is is, and if I wasn't doing this live, I'm using both of my devices. I would like literally look up what content means. I know what content means, but I would look it up and I would like connect the definition to what it means to me so I can embody it. Like being content, I feel like, and that's what I'm gonna mark off happy, because I'm right, I am content. I feel like that is something to just to strive for, and not even, I know it's kind of contradicting. I mean, I feel like we can always be grateful and content, but I still feel like you can always improve yourself. Okay, I got 3 more. I'm struggling right now. How many y'all got? Y'all got y'all 10? Somebody said they want to be less defensive, fighting to be proven right. Okay, so thank you, Bridges. Hey, Bridges. Look at Bridges coming through. Got me. Thank you for not letting me talk to myself this whole time. Okay, that's why I think words are so important. First of all, thank you for sharing and interacting. But don't speak of what you don't want. Because, and again, y'all, it's some deep stuff of how it's natural law of how like life works. But speak of what you do want. Don't say you want to be less defensive. Say you want to be, let me see, fighting to be proven right. Ooh, I can relate to that though, cause I can relate to that because my mama told me this too. Like, I feel like I always gotta explain myself, but I feel like, you know, when you look at the core, like, man, this is about to go a whole different way. But we're gonna talk about this on the episode. But don't say you want to be less defensive. Say you want to be, I am. What's the opposite of less defensive? What do you call those people? I'm trying to think. What do you call those people who What do you call those people who they just let stuff roll off of them? What do you call those people who like nothing don't seem to bother them? What do you call those people? I'm literally drawing a blank right now. If I had my, what do you call those people? Work with me, Bridges. What do you call those people who like they so neutral? Do you want to be, what is it? What is that word? Unbothered? Not unbothered though. Maybe that's not the word. But you want to be less defensive. You want to be, what's the word? We need a word. Less defensive. I want to be less defensive. Because so whenever you were like working on affirmations and, you know, trying to, when you're working, considerate. No, he said, I want to be less defensive, fighting to be proven right. Oh, so are you saying, so if somebody says something to you, then you get offended? Or do you feel like, okay, something happened, you feel like, oh, I got to defend myself? So, and I don't know, and I'm just throwing it out there, because that's like a whole different workshop. But you got to figure out why. Like, I remember, like, even, and I can relate to you, like, even now, I feel like I always have to over-explain. And I'm like, dang, and even my boyfriend, he'll be like, Xaye, all you did was have to say, you gonna do it. You don't have to say, you gonna have, like, for instance, I'll say, oh, I'm gonna do the live at this time because, and I'll explain why I'm doing what I'm doing, versus saying, hey, I'm gonna just do the live at this time instead. But I know for me, the reason why I feel like I always have to over-explain myself is because I've had experiences in the past to where I was made to feel like I was in a position to where I was trying to defend myself, and because I didn't have the position or the authority at the time, it was like I always felt like I had to prove myself right. And so it kind of like messed with me to like feel like I always have to show that, hey, I'm being trustworthy. Hey, I'm being trustworthy. Like, here's the proof here. So I felt like I've always had to over-explain myself at one point in my life, because of the environment that I was in. Like, no matter if they knew I didn't do it or not, it's still I don't know. I just felt like I always was treated like a child, like versus like, bro, like I'm doing this. I always had to over explain. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So you got to figure out, number one, why are you so defensive? Why are you so defensive? And number two, what's the opposite of that for you? I'm sorry, I'm struggling right now. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. But whatever. So let's say, dang it. I know for me, you can say I want to be. You can say I am emotionally secure, because if somebody is making you, if you're allowing an outside person or outside source to make you feel small about yourself, you got to own it. Be like, I am in control of my emotions. I am in control of my thoughts. I am in control of my feelings. Do you mind? I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to read this. You said, in a situation where I know that something happened, and if somebody be like, no, I didn't do that, or I didn't say that, I will defend my point with evidence. Like, I always find myself become a defense attorney for myself and my truth about situations and events. Yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, I feel like you, and I'm sorry, I'm like, my brain went blank, but I feel like you can say, I am, maybe number one, maybe number one, you need to get away from those people. Maybe number one, you need to get away from those people. But maybe number two, just say, I am unbothered with situations that don't serve me. I am, you know what I mean? Like, you have to say what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want, because then it, like, your brain is still going to focus on what you don't want. So if you say, I'm not angry anymore, and I'm just trying to use that as an example, your brain is going to be focused on not being angry instead of I am happy. You get what I'm saying? So focus. So when you write your affirmation statements, say I am the thing you want. Don't say I am not this or the thing you don't want. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, so I got 2 assignments for y'all. The first assignment is, first, really do this. Really, like, take a moment. I say 20 minutes to. Yeah, I definitely got you. Let's talk offline, Bridges. And we haven't caught up in a while. So let's definitely catch up. But my assignment for all of us is definitely take a moment of time, 20 minutes to an hour, where it's just completely silent, and really do this assignment for yourself. That's number one. And number two, once you have your list, you can do it in a journal. You can do it on these little note cards. You can even do it on a card where you keep it in your pocket, and you keep it and you look at it. I would say every day, but y'all, that's hard. So do it, instead you know what? Challenge yourself. Do it. Try to do it at least once a day, and then twice a day. But look at it often, so you can remind yourself, like, this is who I want to be. This is who I want to be. And then I said 2, but 3. Start acting like that. You know what I mean? So whatever. Let's say if you wanted to be self-disciplined, start being disciplined. The only way you can do it is be. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be more content, like for myself, I have to start, like, letting that gratitude overflow into other areas of my life. If you want to be more beautiful, start making yourself feel beautiful. Do exercises where you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you are beautiful. So just start doing and start being. I really enjoyed this episode. I gotta go, y'all. I'm actually over time. I appreciate everybody who definitely took a moment to spend this moment with me. I will be back next Thursday. Again, I want to try to do it around 6 p.m. And I'm really excited to follow up with y'all and let y'all, and I want to know, like, how, how did this first week go? And I really want to know, like, working on creating yourself, and like, really take it seriously, y'all, because, like, at the end of the day, all you got is yourself, and you got to be with yourself. So you might as well make your experience in this human form fun and loving and exciting. because you are worthy, you are deserving, and you are capable. I will see you on the next video.